Mic check 1 2. It's the Y2K collector, and it's really, really early in the morning. But I'm shooting this video because we're a few hours away from 2024. The new year's coming real soon, and I'm making a lot of changes, a lot of lifestyle changes, and just a lot of changes to the channel when it comes to some of the content. Of course, video games are always going to be at the core of what we do here. But there are a few things that are going to be changing. But I wanted to talk about selling video games, especially going into 2024. And I think it's important that I share this because this is the process that I'm in now. What you're seeing is me literally break down my entire collection and pretty much sort out the games that I'm going to be keeping and the games that I'm selling. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping my entire DS collection, by the way. So I wanted to first off say thank you to everyone who commented in my last video, because in my last video I did kind of show some of the stuff that I am selling, and a few people asked about some of the games. I've actually come to an agreement with someone who's interested in buying a bulk lot. They're going to be buying a few hundred games. So that is the route that I'm going to be going, just because it's easier for me time-wise. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who commented in the last video. And that was the video of me just asking, should I keep my Switch stuff and sell my retro stuff, or sell my retro stuff and keep the Switch stuff? So just to answer that question, I'm definitely leaning more towards keeping a lot of my retro stuff, the stuff that's just harder to find. And you guys got to forgive the ashy hands. It's cold. It's New York. And I just washed them. No lotion. Forgive me. So I decided to keep a lot of my retro stuff. Here's something that I never really talked about on the channel a lot, and that is these action figures that I have here. I don't have a huge collection of figures, but I do have a few from Storm Collectibles. One is this sick Axel figurine. It comes with a few different facial expressions. I think this is a better shot because there's no glare. So that is the Streets of Rage 4 Axel. The bit more aged Axel. Some really cool poses. I just thought that this was sick. And during the height, I guess you would say, of my collecting, this was one that I picked up. I think this one might stay in the collection just because I like this one. And I'm a huge Streets of Rage 4 fan. But yeah, so I did come to an agreement with someone, and I am going to be selling these within the next couple of weeks. Not these, but I'm going to be selling a whole bunch of Switch games. So be on the lookout for that video when it comes out, because I will document that and share it. I have this sick figurine of Zangief here. So this is another one that I picked up. I'm a huge Zangief fan. Zangief is so underrated in Street Fighter 2 and in most Street Fighter games. I think he was super potent in Street Fighter Alpha 3. I feel like that was where Zangief was really potent. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Which was the craziest version of Zangief? Was it Street Fighter Alpha 3, Marvel versus Capcom, Capcom 2, X-Men versus Street Fighter 2? Let me know. Which rendition of Zangief was the craziest? I want to know what you think in the comments. But yeah, so that's Zangief. So yeah, so I'm going to be selling a lot of the collection. And not just when it comes to my video games either. Just like with a lot of things, I really kind of want to move to more of a minimalistic type of mindset. And it's hard, right? At being a collector, minimalism, collecting, those two don't like mesh. But I do want to just kind of scale it back in a lot of areas. Here we got Zangief. Not, what am I saying? Zangief. Sorry, we got Sagat. Forgive me, it's really early and I haven't had coffee yet. But we have Sagat here. Huge fan of Sagat. I might sell my Sagat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell this version of Sagat. There's another one, another version of Sagat that I want to get, or wanted to get. Got this version, but I think I'm gonna sell this one. So I'll set this one off over here. And then I have this one here. This one is by Play Art. So this is a Super Street Fighter version of Ryu. I am not a huge fan of this version of Ryu. I think it's cool. I think it looks cool. Um, you know what they did here, but I'm more of a traditional Ryu fan. Maybe Street Fighter Alpha Ryu version of Ryu. I mean, one isn't horrible, but I may sell this one. But Play Arts does a good job with theirs as well. I'm a huge fan. So yeah, so I am gonna be selling a good chunk of my video games here. And you know, the interesting thing that I'm realizing, like going into 2024, when it comes to like selling video games, whether you're gonna just be getting rid of your collection or if you're going to be you know, become a reseller, I think there's a few things that folks need to know. I think that reselling is cool, and you can do that, but I think it becomes way more effective when you have some type of social media link to it, specifically YouTube. I think a lot of the more well-known resellers, whether it be on YouTube or anywhere else, yes, they do a great job in terms of running their reselling business, and they know what they're doing. And yes, I know this is super dusty. Yes, I need to dust. I know, but they do a good job there. But what a lot of folks don't realize is that like reselling will never earn you enough money to like actually live a life. Like you won't be able to like buy a home, like, you know, in most cases, because in order to run a business and scale it to the level where it can provide you that level of income, you need infrastructure, you need employees, you need a system. And what a lot of the biggest resellers have at this point is a system. They have infrastructure. They have methods and ways of automating a lot of things so that they don't have to do a lot. And then they also find ways to supplement their reselling business. And one of the best ways to do that is YouTube. If you're a reseller and you don't have a YouTube channel, that's kind of criminal. I mean, YouTube is one of the easiest and best ways to promote a business, or promote your business, or promote yourself, or promote what you're doing. I don't resell stuff. I just collect stuff. And then when I'm done with it, I sell it. So I guess I understand both the collecting and the reselling piece of it. The YouTube piece of it was just something that I started because 3 years ago when the pandemic started, I needed it was almost like a video diary, kind of like in a way. You know, when you work 8 hours or 10 hours in a day, sometimes it's cool to just have something to take your mind off of things. And so that's what YouTube became for me. And thankfully, over the last 3 years, we've been able to build like somewhat of a community. I see the comments and I want to respond to so many of them, but I just can't. Like I think a part of me just feels like it's not fair. If I respond to one, then I should respond to them all. And if I can't respond to all, then I'll respond to none. That might be some stupid Y2K logic. Forgive me. But I see the comments and I appreciate everyone who's followed the channel, because I don't I don't have like crazy editing and all this stuff. I don't have a team. But to back to the reselling, to do the reselling thing, you need a YouTube. And I understand the YouTube piece, I understand the reselling piece, and then I understand the collecting side. Now, when it comes to the reselling piece, just going back to the YouTube, it's almost a must, because YouTube has made it very easy, or not very easy, but it's made it a lot easier for you to monetize your channel now. So like, if you wanted to start a YouTube channel, you can, and you can document what you're already doing. Like if you're reselling, why not document it, post it, you know, someone's gonna watch it. Shoot, I'll probably watch it. And eventually, you know, you can put yourself in a position where, you know, you might be able to get monetized. And obviously you don't want to make a YouTube channel to get monetized. You know, you probably, most people, I think most successful YouTube channels just start because they just wanted to start doing YouTube. But if you're reselling, document it, because you can earn ad revenue. And guess what? Some of the biggest YouTube resellers, guess what supplements that business when things get dry? YouTube money. Because believe me, every sales business has a dry season. I've done all types of sales in my life. Every sales business has a dry season, and for most resellers, right now is the dry season. Because there's really no yard sales. Most people are kind of tapped out. Maybe when tax time comes around, people will probably start shopping again. But, it's just kind of tough. So I think if you're reselling stuff, I think it just makes sense for you to have a YouTube channel, because you can get monetized for documenting the stuff that you're already doing. And if folks watch it and they enjoy it, you can start earning some revenue. And then that's how you start building a business. That's how you start building a real reselling business that's balanced with social media that helps promote the business, also makes you money, and then just documents what you're already doing. And then some of that residual income can help you build infrastructure. It can help you pay guys to hold the camera for you, to help you do your shipping. It helps pay for editors and editing. And it kind of just helps you level up, take your game to the next level in a lot of ways. For me, this year, a big milestone was reached and a huge mission was accomplished. Not accomplished, but I guess once I saw that it was possible, I said, okay, let's see if it's possible. And this year, my channel got monetized. So, and I'm not even a big channel, right? So, and a lot of the channels that you probably watch are monetized, which is cool, right? Like it was cool. I used to wonder and think like, okay, is it possible to be monetized? And to have a monetized channel in 2023, or was it still like this kind of like this myth? And it's actually possible. A lot of folks are getting monetized on YouTube every day. And I'm only saying this to say that if you are someone who's reselling, you're a reseller, you want to get into collecting, you want to start doing this hobby, you definitely can. It's very possible. I know this is like the worst way to put this back in this box. Don't judge me. It's very possible. But I just think you kind of have to have a strategy if it's something you really want to do, and then just go out and execute. Like I said, for me, YouTube started off as just a really cool way to just escape in a way. Just kind of, like I said, video diary. But there's a lot more to the Y2K collective than just the video games. But that's what you great folks come here for. You come for the video games, and that's what I'm here for too, because video games are definitely what it's about. But in 2024, I am gonna start, trying some new things, not just content-wise, but production-wise. I feel like I owe it to you all to kind of give you a better product. And I have experience with doing like some good film and some good video. So later on today, like I said, it's super early now, but later on today, I will be putting out my last video for 2023. Yes, you will get the okay for the last time, probably, on this channel. I don't know. It might be the last time I do that. It's so crazy. Every time I hear it, I'm like, wow, okay, I've been saying that for like 3 years. It's crazy how time flies. But yeah, so I definitely will drop one more Y2K classic on the channel as I just transition. 2024 is definitely going to be a year of growth, a year of development. I definitely plan on getting back in the gym. So maybe that's something that I may try and just document my regimen. I'm not going to do any before and after stuff. I'm not down with that. But I will. I can't get this thing back in here. What's going on? Okay. So, but I will be doing, just documenting some other stuff. I showed some sneakers on the channel the other day, some sneakers that I got, just different things, because life, video games are great, but there's so much more to life. Hopefully you're taking care of yourself. Hopefully you're taking care of your health. Hopefully you're spending time with your family. You're building healthy relationships. You know, a big part of who I was prior to the pandemic, I was very much an outdoors person. So that's something that I definitely want to showcase on the channel as well. Definitely like to travel. No, this is not going to become a travel channel, but I think no matter where you go, there's a video game community. Am I right? Am I right? I think like 1% of my viewers are from like Germany. You know, I've got like, you know, I got like 1% from all over the world. That 1%, if you're watching this video, speak up in the comments. I know there's a video game community in all parts of the world, so geez, yeah, I can't get this thing in. I quit. I'll have to fix this later. But but yeah, definitely plan on showcasing some travel, and just sharing that with you, because games, you know, the gaming community is everywhere. So um, and just documenting the journey, because I can't believe it's been 3 years, you know, 3 years, just 3 years since I started all this. And now we're going into 2024, and, you know, just the transition is crazy. Like I said, not giving up on video games altogether. Of course, still gonna, you know, keep games in my collection. I'm sorting through my collection right now, figuring out what I'm gonna keep. As you can see, I'm boxing stuff up. Check this out. I forgot to show you guys this one. Look, E-Honda. Look at that. E-Honda. This is definitely staying with me. Unfortunately, I dropped this one day, and I think this snapped. Oh, I taped it. Yeah, I think this snapped. But I'm gonna bust this out. This E-Honda right here is pretty sick. Look at that. That's so classic. Oh man, that's classic. Let me know what you think. I think the best one is E-Honda. I don't know. E-Honda's looking the illest to me when it comes to these figurines. But E-Honda or Zangief? Let me know. Let me know, guys. What do you think? What are you thinking? You got E-Honda? You got Zangief? My money's on Zangief right now. No, my money's on E-Honda right now. You guys let me know in the comments. Look at me in the comma. Let me know in the comments what you think, E-Honda or Zangief. And then also let me know in the comments what do you think about that thought. Like, I think if you're going to be an effective reseller, you need a YouTube channel. You need to balance that. YouTube is free marketing, which can also turn into another revenue stream that helps you purchase more inventory to then turn around and resell. You can create almost a business loop for yourself in that way. And I think going into 2024, it's going to be a must, because so many people are doing the reselling thing. There are so many YouTube channels with so many more like resellers. And just like anything else, once more and more people do it, it just becomes harder and harder to do. So you want to give yourself every edge you can. I think YouTube is an edge, a free edge you can give yourself. All you need is an email address, and then you just sign up and you go do it. What's stopping you? I am the Y2K collector on an early morning, just sharing some early morning thoughts as I sort through my collection and sift through for 2024. I will be dropping the last classic video this afternoon, so stay tuned. Happy New Year's to you. If this is the last video you catch from me, take it easy.